Welcome to Live from the Loft. We have Dave P 2.0, and we're going to start off with a new song from Dave. Here we go.
Well, my baby, she don't like it when I'm hanging around. She's my lady. She don't like the way I get down. She's the only woman for me, only one I could be. And I don't know what I could be right now. Won't she coming back to me? I knew that she was gonna walk away. And I said everything that I could say. I guess that's the way that it goes. I watch it fall apart, but deep down I know she was the girl for me. 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 Now people talking about they see what's good for me. And I told you so, they say. And I make mistakes and it makes my heart break. There ain't nothing left to say. Now she's the only woman for me, only one it can be. And I don't know what to say right now. When she coming back to me, I knew that she was gonna walk away. And I said everything that I could say. That's the way that it goes. I watch it fall apart, but deep down I know she was the girl for me. Happiness, it cannot be achieved until you lose in the old sleep. Embrace sincerity, you open up your heart and your mind. And at the same time, I'm sure you find it's primarily to be on your toes. Do you suppose you chose a rose or chose a hoe? Who knows? Only time will tell. There's so many fish in the sea, but for me, I need a seashell. Despite all my competition, I'm a musician on the mission, and I'm wishing for a girl that doesn't want anything but the joy and good feeling I bring. She's the girl for me.
Live from the Loft, Dave P. Stay tuned. We have an interview coming up with him and a quick tip with Dave also. So it's gonna be a great episode. We'll see you guys over on the table. Thanks.
All right, check it out. I am Dave P. You can call me Catfish, you can call me whatever. I'm cool with it usually. I'm gonna give you guys a tip on how I write songs. Everybody's probably got their own, every songwriter probably has their own way and their own style and their own techniques. I'm gonna give you guys something that's always worked for me over the years. Like when I write a song, I'll come up with a riff on the guitar. Like we'll just say right now, simple E, G, and A, you know? Something like that. We'll just do that riff just for example, right? I really don't have a song like that, but I should just write a song right now like that just because. But so like when I got a riff, like whatever the riff is, that's the riff right now. So I'll just be messing with the riff and I'll just think like in my brain, in my head while I'm playing it, I'll hear like melodies, you know, like it'll be going like this. I'll be thinking da 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 da, or whatever, you know, like ba da da ba da ba 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 da 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 da, you know. And then once you kind of start getting melodies that you like and like phrases and like kind of like syllabic phrases, you know, like a ba da 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 da, or you know, digga da doos, or whatever they are, you know. You just start putting words in it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, when you got this, you could be like da 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 da. You could be like, one day I was at the Phoenix and rocking out for you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know what I mean? Just put whatever words you want in it, you know? You can sing a song about your mom. I love your mom in the morning time. She rocks me oh so nice. You know, whatever it is. You know, if I hear it like, I could hear like a da 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 da. You know what I mean? So it's like whatever the riff is, like if you could do a different riff, you know? Na 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 na. You know what I'm saying? Ba na 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 na. So in my head, I'm hearing like a melody, you know, like a, not so much a phrase, but just like a melody line, and that just eventually turns into a vocal line. Once you get something, a vocal, like a melody line that you like, that works with the riff you're doing, you can just kind of start putting words in it, you know, like, and you just think of something you want to write a song about. There's like, you can write a song about anything, man. You could write a song about your breakfast. You could write a song about your favorite girl. You could write a song about your job. You could write a song about anything you want, man. You know what I mean? Whatever, the sun, you know, you could write a song about making love, you know, whatever you want to write a song about, you know, it'll all work. So I guess that's my tip, man. Just, you know, keep playing, strumming, and like your melodies, man. You know what I mean? Dig what you're doing, you know? As long as you dig it, man, it doesn't matter, you know? This is the tip that I give to you today. I'm hoping that you're gonna use this tip to play. And maybe you write a song every day in the morning time. I hope you all just wanna come along with the music. Come with the music, I know, with the music. We're gonna play us in a show, yo, with the music. Making up a song as I go along, I know.
We brought Dave P back with us.
Yes, sir.
We had an episode earlier with him, and we were having some technical difficulties with the microphone. It was such a great show. We thought we'd bring him back and re-up it and do it again. Mm-hmm. If I remember right, you were getting ready to play the Embassy, and you guys were getting a print set together.
We had a great time. The embassy thing went like it was. I couldn't even ask for it to go better.
Yeah.
A lot of times when you're doing stuff, like you have a plan in your head, and you put together the show and you put together the set in your head, and you're really lucky if it comes even close to what you planned, you know. And like for some reason, man, we pulled it off and it worked almost just like we planned.
Man,
it was great.
I heard it was fantastic. I wasn't there, and I'm sure it was a URB print set. It's like you brought the URB flavor to the show.
Yeah, it was, man. It was great.
That's awesome, man. Let's dive into your life a little bit, man. You've been so influential around this town for as long as I can remember. You're probably one of the reasons I'm a musician. Wow. I mean, I used to watch you guys play at Columbia Street, and I was like, man, I played some guitar and stuff then, but that probably helped me accelerate a little bit more because you guys would pack it in, man. I mean, it would be packed. You know, so
I mean, timing is everything. And at the time, we had like, you know, some friends in college, and like it was just everybody was single, and we were like, you know, wanting to party. The vibe in town was good. There was like a lot more like original music support. You know, like you didn't necessarily have to be in a cover band to play in a popular, to pack bars, you know. I mean, people would come out to see original music, you know.
Yo, everyone in here, I want y'all to say this. Rossi, 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 Rossi. You know what's on my mind one time, I really let it out, I'll tell you what you find, they gotta be and all they really wanna be. Me, JP, and D-Wayne with the P, with Tony, and Ian and my man Cash Dollar. We're giving you what we gotta give you, know we got a lot of sin, a lot of rock and roll, a whole lot of soul, smoking the song like a bottle of roll. We paid the toll to the test of time, and here we come Jip with the funky shit, it's still kinda cool, it'll be a hit, yo! Oh!
How'd you get started in music?
Well, I had an uncle, and he died of cancer when I was probably like, I don't even know, like maybe 17 or something. But my brother, my little brother, he actually started playing guitar with my uncle, and that was like, he started playing guitar and he was getting good at it, and at the time I was just skateboarding and smoking cigarettes, you know what I mean? And and I was always like, man, why you and your friends just sit in your room playing guitars, man? You know, I was like, come on, man, let's go hang out or something. And he's like, they just hung out and played guitar, and then, you know, him and his buddies got all good and started doing music, and then eventually it just started rubbing off. And then when I came to Indiana, I didn't really know anybody, so I just hung out with my brother and his friends. And like I learned how to play a couple of AC/DC songs, you know what I mean? And if you learn a couple of AC/DC songs, you'd be amazed at how many other songs you can learn how to play real easy. And it just, everything started going from there, really, you know.
So you're not from Indiana or Fort Wayne originally? Where'd you?
No, I was born in Long Island, and my formidable years were spent in eastern Pennsylvania, Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
And then that's where my brother started playing guitar, and then he moved out here, and I graduated out there. And then when I moved out here after I graduated, I got in a cop chase, and I had like a bunch of fines and stuff, and my parents were like, you need to come to Indiana. They were like, we can't just leave you here anymore. You come to Indiana. They were like, we'll help you with your fines, but you got to come here. So I was just like, I was kind of hit, you know, I was in trouble. And I came here, and, you know, they set me up a job. My mom got me a job, and I came here and worked off all my fines, you know. And and my brother, like I said, he was playing in a band, and so I started playing like whatever instrument would get put down in his band. Like if they put down the bass, or if the drummer took a break, or with guitar, I would start playing whatever. And pretty much that's how it happened. You know, I started playing, like I learned like Enter Sandman and you know, and
Oh yeah, back in the day.
I learned a couple of AC/DC songs and Seek and Destroy from Metallica. You know,
Yeah.
and then after that, you know, I had the stuff I was into. I was into like Red Hot Chili Peppers and Slayer at the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, I remember I bought one of the first things I bought was the tab book for Slayer, Seasons in the Abyss. And I couldn't even play any of it.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like, this is what I want to play, and I was trying to do the tab, and I was like, I can't even figure it out. You know, with the tab, just the numbers. You know, I mean, the lines. I was like, I can't even do this stuff, man. You know, but like trying to learn how to play them tunes, and you know, and that's where it just all kind of. Then I met up with the Strut Train guys, and like Tony Timms had already been playing bass for a while, and he was like, he needed a guitar player, and I kind of, like I said, I knew a couple AC/DC songs, and he was just like, he's like, and I was like, at the time I was wanting to write songs, even before I even really knew how to play a lot of guitar, and he was just like, he's like, man, you're perfect. And I was like, dude, I can't even really play, you know? And he's just like, no, that's just what I'm looking for. He's like, just do this. And then he kind of made me play guitar, you know, like.
Yeah, I'd say you're a natural at it. That's for sure. Me personally, I think you're one of the best guitarists in town.
I've only taken 2 lessons.
Yeah.
One was with Kenny Taylor and one was with Justin Zick.
Oh yeah. What did Kenny teach you?
Kenny, after about 15 or 20 minutes sitting there jamming with Kenny put down the guitar. He looked at me and he's like, man, you already know everything you need to know. He's like, I've been playing guitar 40 or 50 years. You know, he's like, you just keep playing.
Yeah.
And he was just like, he's like, I'll keep giving you lessons. I'll show you like some stuff, but he's like, you know everything you need to know.
Yeah, he could show you some shortcuts to other things, but your ear is good enough. And
yeah, and he was just like, he's like, you just need to keep playing.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was like, man, and that meant a lot to me, you know, because I was like, I specifically went to Kenny Taylor because I was like, dude, this dude is crazy.
He's phenomenal, and you know, he's doing a lot of things. I love that swing band he does. That that's awesome. And he does the New Orleans jazz band. Oh man, is that fantastic!
Like, I just seen him at the Clyde,
the Debutante's Ball.
The Debutante's Ball, yeah.
And he's
I was
banjo.
the MC for the Debutante's
Ball.
I got
Oh,
to
that's
introduce
cool.
the
I heard that
bands
was
and stuff, and
I didn't know that.
yeah,
I heard that was a fantastic.
It was amazing. It was good to see Fort Wayne. It was good to see somebody in town doing something that was not just like a regular bar gig, and Fort Wayne showed up, man. You know what I mean? People showed up and checked it out.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, there's definitely support. You know what I mean? So I mean, it was all around good vibe, man. Good event. It was great, man.
Yeah, Kyle, who we had last week, was here, and he said that he's been to a lot of shows at the Clyde and seen Government Mule there, but still that was the best show that he'd seen there.
Yeah, it was great, man. It was great. I mean, there was acrobats. There was people on stilts. There was like beach balls going around. There was like bands walking around the crowd, and like, you know, the Farmland Jazz Band, and like, man, it was just, there was all around good stuff, man. It was cool.
So you're known for rapping, man. How'd you get into that? What's your influences there?
That's a funny story too. One time I got a DJ buddy. At the time he really wasn't much of a DJ buddy. He had like some broke down turntables. He said, I want to be a DJ. And I was like, well, cool, man. And he's like, check this out. And he was like doing some weird mixes. You know, he's kind of a strange guy. He was out there, but real creative. And he was like, man, just say a rap on this. Listen to this and say a rap on it. And I was like, dude, I don't really know about, I don't know about rapping. You know, I grew up listening to rap. Like when I like in high school and stuff, I was Run DMC, LL Cool J, Eric B and Rakim, Wu-Tang. That was what I grew up on. Was all that stuff, man. And like I was raised in the East Coast, man. So I mean, all the East Coast hip hop stuff I grew up with, man. And so I mean, he was like, yeah, he's like, man, just do a rap on this, do a rap. And I was just like, I don't know, you know. And then he just spun this groove, and I started rapping something about a booty hole and a totem pole, and the rest is history. The rest is history. I just started rapping, you know, like, and he was just like, holy shit, man, you can. Oh, can I say that?
Yeah, sure.
He's like, oh man, he's like, dude, he's like, you can rap, and I was like, yeah, you know, I guess I can, you know. I was like, and that's where, you know, I mean, once I started doing a little bit, then it was like, you know, that just kind of, it was always kind of naturally a part of my stuff, you know, and my thinking and my vibe has always been on a hip hop tip, you know. So it's kind of just always there.
You early in your career, you got to get up on stage with Johnny Sacco. I think you told me.
I've been real fortunate, man. I've gotten on stage with a couple of good ones, man. Modest Yahoo, that was fun. That was a good one. Johnny Sacco and
Yeah.
I mean,
Didn't Sacco tell you you were too good?
no, that was Birdman from
Was that
Alcatraz.
Birdman? Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Birdman
I
from
love those guys,
Alcatraz.
man. I don't know what they're doing right now, but man.
Do you just get pulled up on stage, or what?
Well, I guess like I knew some people and that knew the band, and they were like, hey, let this guy come up and rap, you know. And when I did, it kicked ass. And then, you know, like he was like, yo, man, this is my mic, man. Give me that mic back. You know, and he's like, I got to take this mic back. I mean, I battled Vanilla Ice one time on the radio with JJ and them guys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No shit.
I got a live little
like to
rap
get-
battle with Vanilla Ice.
I'd like to get a hold of that.
I would love to
Yeah,
hear
you don't have a copy of that sitting around you.
I don't, but I mean,
JJ might.
I'll go at JJ, see what he's got. Yeah. Yeah. Man. So Strut Train,
yeah,
URB, Papa Woody. I got the pleasure of playing with you in that band.
yeah, that was a fun one.
That was
a
fun. You know, my favorite part about that was actually everywhere we showed up, man, breakdancers showed up.
Yeah,
I love that, man.
Yeah, we had
That
some
was-
cool-
That
it
was
was a
good.
good
And
vibe,
Epitaph,
man.
Epitaph was fun.
yeah.
He was spinning some vinyl for us on that.
I also like how whoever was last to show up at the gig was Papa Woody.
Yep.
Like it was always somebody different at every gig. So
Yeah. And now URB.
URB, that's been it for like last 10 years.
It's
I've
been
been doing that one
a
for
long
a bit.
time. That's a really neat mix because it's you can see of all your influences throughout the years, kind of mixing into it. Like you guys will do turn around and do a great Beatles song and then do an awesome original.
Yeah, like when Strut Train started, we were writing songs, and I was real young in my guitar playing, and I was like growing as a guitar player, and that's where I kind of started like figuring out my style, like it just kind of started evolving. And then I started when that band was starting to fizzle out a little, like we just had some people were moving away and stuff was happening, and so we all started wanting to do different things. And at the time I was writing songs like crazy, and that was when I was like kind of playing more acoustic stuff. And that's when the Papa Woody and the Stiffs started, because I was like, it was kind of more of an acoustic band that ended up turning into a rock band.
And that was mostly
what I mean?
originals. I mean,
And yeah. So like then from that, like it's just like it's all been like a constant evolution, really, And I guess that's probably like that with most musicians, you know what I mean? You're just like, if you're a musician and you're like being creative with it, some musicians get a little like, they kind of plateau and they get stuck and they don't like, and I mean, but if you're serious about being a musician and it turns into like more of a way of life than a hobby, you're constantly moving, you're constantly, once you get to like this point, you're thinking about something else you want,
Especially if you're writing a lot of stuff, I think you're always moving forward.
Like now my brain's moving like crazy. Like I want to put out an acoustic record, man. I want to put out a hip hop record. I want to do like, I still want to keep doing my URB thing, man, with the horns and the funk band and stuff. And it's just like, I got too much stuff.
It's not enough time in the day, right?
Yeah,
to get it all done. I get it, man. I get it. I have all these, I got 2 or 3 albums ready that I want to get done,
Yeah.
Then you want to do this. I want to do this unplugged set, I want to do, so you got all these things that drive you, and I think that's because you're so creative. I mean, the well is deep,
And
and
it's just all about time, you know what I mean? Like, where do you want to put your time, What do you want to do with your time, And I guess with, everybody does different stuff with their time.
Yeah, that's right. It's you're allowed this much time. What do you want to do with it?
It's one of the few things that you can't get more of.
And I don't think you have a choice.
I got
you
more
have
time
to do
than
music.
money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but you don't have a choice. You got to do music. You got to write because that's who you are. Now you had an accident with your hand.
Yeah,
And I remember
smashed.
that, and I think we were all scared that you weren't going to be able to play guitar again.
Yeah, smash some fingers.
Amazingly,
you get that on tape.
you
right
came
there.
back.
Hold them still for a second and you can focus on it.
Yeah.
They're kind of weird looking now, but they work. This one, there's no knuckle in it.
So
You know.
tell us about it, man, because I know it was a horrific accident.
Well, unfortunately, like a lot of accidents, you know what I mean? It came from having to have a day job. You know, it didn't happen from playing guitar, you know? Those were different accidents.
Yeah, those are different
But,
accidents.
Yeah, you know, like I dropped a big wall slid off a fork truck and, you know, about cut them off, and then doctors sewed them back on, you know?
What amazed me is how quickly you picked the guitar back up.
Yeah, you know, I thought I was going to be out of the mix I thought I was going to lose them fingers, and I was going to have to start playing left-handed, you know, because I couldn't I wasn't thinking I could do this anymore.
That's a big reason.
And I remember talking to Hubie Ashcraft. He's a left-handed guitar player, and he was just like, here, man, take this left-handed guitar, you know. He was like,
awesome.
yeah, really cool dude, man, you know, can't say enough good about him, you know. He was just like, man, here, if this helps, man, good, you know. And then I tried playing that, and I was like, I couldn't play that at all.
Yeah.
Like I would have been probably better trying to play with my feet, man, playing it like that, you know. And then, but then I was like, I had these pins in my fingers and stuff, and I was just like, I was playing mostly with just like, you know,
fingers,
some kind of like Django Reinhardt stuff, you know. I just had two fingers, you know, and doing it like this, and then, you know, and just, I mean, you know, the body's a weird instrument itself, man. I mean, it just has a way of like conforming, and you know, if you want to do stuff, like you always hear stories that people lose arms and legs and they run races and you know, do stuff, you know what I mean? So I mean, you know,
it overcomes, you overcome it. I know that I remember that time. I think you had a lot of people step in and help you with your gigs.
Yeah, I had Kenny Taylor sat in, G Money sat in with me, Craig Guy, I had Brian Lamert, man, I had like great guitar players.
All the greats,
Dude, they were like, they were all like, and all they were like just wanting to sit in and play a gig with my band, and I just sang and sat there, and you know, and they played guitar, and then after a couple weeks of that, I was just like, you know, I think I might be able to play this guitar. I might be able to be all right here, you know, and then, you know.
The rest is history.
Yeah, Keith Richards smashed his fingers when he was really young and attributes it to part of his style being that two of his fingers are smashed.
You know, there's some major chords that I have a hard time. Sometimes the major but chords are tough for me.
But you don't need those. You don't need
who
bar.
cares about that?
Well,
Nobody
you
needs
only
that.
need three. You only need three. You only need three notes
Yeah.
of that major chord. Let the bass player play the root, or let the keyboard player play the root. You don't need to do that. So you know, you're 3 and you're 7, and then you take that 3 and you can make it what you want, right? You can make it a minor, or you can take the 7.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with those 3 notes. You know,
So
a 5, a 3, and a 7.
Yeah,
Right?
I just kind of went through
Hell,
it
you don't
and
even
figured
need
it out
5,
and went,
right?
you know, just figured it out, man. It just made do without it, you know what I mean?
You know, it was a lot of fun playing with Fresh Licks. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind that song.
Well, let's see. Me and my wife been together for probably 19, 20 years or something.
I'm going to step in here. Dave P proposed to his wife on stage. It rocked the plaza. It was awesome. It was a new thing. So you wrote this song inspiration from your wife.
So yeah. Well, actually, she left me for a second. You know what I mean? And this was something that I wrote in that time when she left me, and you know, like it's kind of like one of them self-realization things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you don't know what you got till it's gone, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, man, any relationship, you got the ups and downs, and you know, some out of them ups and downs comes some good art.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
That's where it comes from, man.
You know?
Doesn't it?
Life spills into your
Yeah.
strokes.
So I wrote this song a while ago and never really done it with a band, you know. So, and then I was just like, man, if I'm gonna do a song up there, that's the one I want to do, man. I was like, it'll work perfect.
Man, it was a lot of fun playing it with you. I love playing your originals. I've been lucky. I've got to
you've
play
seen a
lots of
couple
them
of
with you.
them.
Yeah, I've got to see a couple of them. Seen a couple.
You remember the
episodes.
Hicktown Jam?
The Hicktown Jam was the best.
Oh, man.
I love that song. I completely remember that song because that riff and that that melody we played it came from a song I wrote when I was in Alaska, It was tumbling down on Myers Creek, and I started playing that, and the guy was heckling us. And
He came up to give me a quarter. He's like, here, have this quarter. I'm like, I don't want that quarter, man. You know, he's like, no, you should take this quarter and play some pinball or something, because you guys aren't that good. And I was like, damn. I was like, oh man. I was like, whoa.
so I started playing country rap, and he wrote the Hick song, and it was a great song, man.
It was a good one.
It was a
man.
good song, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you had some good inspiration to draw on from the.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's a pretty cold line. That's good.
Yeah.
Use that sometime.
Yeah,
It was
he got
awesome.
it. He got me good with it. And then I was like, well, the bass player writes all the songs. And I pointed over to Trav, because at the time it was Trav's Fry, man. I was like, he writes all the songs. And then the guy went over, I saw him, like, he just stumbled over to Travis. I saw him, like, talking to Travis, all funny. And we were just,
Is that Garrett?
it was, man.
Garrett. It was a Hick
It
town.
was a hick town,
Yeah,
dude.
it was great. It's great. Man, it was great having you in, Dave. We'll do this again, because there's a lot more to talk about.
You know, and what you guys are doing here is something that's needed. You know what I mean? You guys are really putting some fuel in the music scene around here, and it needs it.
There's
you
just
know?
too many great musicians, and too much. There's so many people that spent so much time honing their craft in this town, and then plus we got the space, we got the Phoenix
beautiful, man.
and,
It's a
and
great
Dave
thing.
and everything. So it just made sense, man. And we're enjoying it. It's kind of getting to know everybody, and then me and Troy get the pleasure of getting to play with everybody. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
there's
know.
there's nothing I'd
Yeah.
rather do.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome, It's,
Yeah.
it's good, man. I mean, I'm like I said, man. I watch the show too. You know what
The
I mean?
episodes are fun,
it's-
aren't they?
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's cool, man. It's a cool thing.
We like to get to know people. It's nice to start from the start and find out what makes you tick and what brought you to this point. It's a lot of fun. We're gonna sign off with one of Dave's videos. It was filmed downstairs. It was a lot of fun. So keep on missing my baby, and we look
Keep
forward.
on missing my baby.
Keep on missing my baby, and we look forward to the next time.
Yeah.
See you guys soon.
All right, we're gonna play a love song. Cause love is the ish that makes the world bloom. You never know when you're gonna step in it. Yo, this is a true love song. I ain't talking about no high school puppy love. Yeah, check it like this. I said I keep on missing my baby. What am I gonna do? I keep on missing my baby. She's got me singing the blues. Keep on missing my baby. What am I gonna do? I keep on missing my baby. Yeah, she's got me singing the blues. I said I got me a baby. I love to look in the eye. One touch of my baby's hand says enough to make me cry. I'm smiling on the wild end. when she's talking, and the sound of her voice get lost in my head. So I'm thinking it was all making you wanna come along or it's how long gone we should live, baby. I keep on missing my baby. What am I gonna do? I keep on missing my baby. She got me singing the blues. Keep on missing my baby. What am I gonna do? I keep on missing my baby. Yeah, she got me singing. Oh, come on, baby. Singing for you. Sing it. Singing for you. Sing it like this, yeah. Oh. See, the first time I seen you got me all shook up. I wasn't thinking about some fine girl I wanna hook up. Well, I looked up and took my very way. So this very day I see this memory, it's gonna stay up in the front of my mind. It wasn't so behind, all this in the back. I thought that you were looking so fine. I wanted you to be mine from that moment on. So I commenced a babbling conversation. The gravity of this beauty was like a felony. First degree fantasy, these can't happen to me. Dave Pagan caught up in the sexuality. Just did it to the green eyes of a beautiful lady. Keep on missing my baby. What am I gonna do? I keep on missing my baby. She got me singing, oh, got me singing for you. Keep on missing my baby. What am I gonna do? She keep on missing my baby. Yeah, she got me singing, oh. Keep on missing my baby. Oh, what am I gonna do? Keep on missing my baby. Keep on